Purchase your tracks today.
Know the people been waiting for a minute for something authentic. Came in the truth and bossed in it, made niggas regroup. Had to shed light on the false image. UPK whole court. Now who the fuck won scrimmage? 2 words for soft niggas. What is good riddance? Don't affiliate with feminine symptoms. I know you feel me, nigga. This a death threat to hip hop. You don't stop that weak shit, I'ma mix your lean with some Grimlock. When the last time you heard it this raw? What I wish for's when the earth inherited by the piss poor. We been to war, them the ones I'm taking risks for. Ain't got no picks or no cars to hold. Holy angels watch my steps, them Glock guard my soul. Can't let them leave my body cold. I know you feel me, nigga, let the wicked weep and the meek prevail. God never been 50-50, I shall now awake and sleep a cell. Let the righteous cry, silence the pretender. A rebel without a cause, as long as I remember. Not taking the kingdom, the only thing on my agenda. Can't avoid me, nigga, middle finger to the ones that try to destroy me. Revenge of beauty, I'm a beast. I told the bitch she can't eat, let she join me for dinner. My God ain't got no regard for a sinner. One call fall on him like timber. I know you feel me, nigga. In the eyes of terror, I stand still. Go to work for the colony, bring it back to the anthill. Plus everything I drop heavy as an anvil. Show you how to stand like a man in this damn field. I know you feel me, nigga. Fuck equality, it gotta be one man win and the rest lose. Wave devastate him, I'm calculating my next move. UPK with real niggas seek refuge. Body shots for bars, that'll get you bruised. My niggas whole ranker, check your little attitude. I came to fuck up your mood on your little holiday like I'm Mr. Scrooge. Resurrected from the grave, walking from the fall. Visions in my eyes, gripping the mic, screaming God bless the underdog. Down by the letter, and live by that protocol. Walk by faith, not by sight. Ain't no hope for getting struggles. Life like tug of war, resist or get pulled into a world that never left you. I will endure. Election will be sure, correction will be swift. No Will Smith, but I am legend. What else would you call the killer of deception? A leader got soldiers on post in every direction. On go like a German shepherd, young and a restless. Swear honor like a diamond necklace. I know you feel me, nigga.
Purchase your tracks today.
They killed, give me Isaiah 14 and 21. They did the same thing to my people. So then you said that they put millions of my houses. Yes, you said, sir. Should a murderer go to jail for murdering? Absolutely. Should a thief go to jail when he steals? Absolutely. Should a robber pay back the money he robbed? Absolutely. So why shouldn't the white man pay for what he did? That's right. That's right.
One day you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog. Payback is a dog. It's a dog.
I'm in a hell of a hole, was never expected to grow. Just obstacle set in the road, that a result of me selling my soul. The story I'm telling is cold, but yet it's what everyone knows. The white man's the devil is known. America was never a home, only a place of captivity, safe facility, hating, disfigure me. They claim that I'm lazy, be killing me. Maybe this slavery draining my energy. 400 years and counting, the trail of my tears is countless. Main fact that I'm here is astounding, but I can't wait till this shit is surrounded. Ready to tangle my king and the angel, be ready to rap. Crack in the sky, nuclear missile pistols and make it official. I'm capturing every cracker surviving. Put them all in chains where they need to be. Slavery for me. And let the whole world see that with them in the cage and safer in the streets. Put the dog on a leash. Get resolved for the beast. 144, get the ruler show. We could all be at peace. As soon as the trumpets are sound, your kingdom we busting it down. The only way justice is found. The time for your judgment is now.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog.
Look, ain't no remorse in my blood slim. It won't be no compromise. Now it's time to feed the worms. Watch his body turn to flies. I clutch iron while you trust the lies. The next Glock I buy gon' be Gen 5. I get it customized. And sending shots off like farewell. Praying payback come back around like a carousel. Still remember your Honda's words ringing in my head like bells. Said you in his body, you fit a Lord, fuck the cartel. Triangle choke, apply pressure to the game like I did Vondale. Payback's a bitch in a dress, she a bombshell. Revenge is served cold, I just hope they making oxtail. Glock fresh out the box, I swear it got that new car smell. Made myself a target in a world of mad shooters. Devils design fire for our babies to pass through it. And the damn by king's reign, I'll be overzealous. They bought my jealous, I bought brand new parabellums.
Someday you'll see just how it feels. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog. Payback is a dog. Dog is a dog.
If I know that, what is it?
One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. One west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. They ain't scaring me. Rip the soul out of Pharisee. Speaking heresy, it get you fucked up apparently. It's like they daring me. I said chill, they ain't hearing me. They ain't listening. Every bar nitroglycerin. Hit your heart, bring it back to start, make you live again. Get them dividends or we start getting ignorant. I be on that soldier shit. I told you shit phenomenal. Nah, but he a domino. So what you suckers trying to do? Rhyming comical, guess it's funny until I'm bombing you. Bring apocalypse to them pussy niggas that's popping shit. Team of all-stars, I coach them up like I'm Popovich. Fuck the politics and the lobbyists and apologists. They vagina, so we gon' check them like gynecologists. It's kinda obvious how the situation is ominous. The way I vomit this and regurgitate for the audience. They start applauding this cause the competition is fraudulent. From the era where niggas smoke you up like a parliament. The flow been stupid, shit has gotten retarded since all the dominance of one west rising to prominent. Cause I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. I be one west to the death till they bury me. I'm one west till they bury me. They want a nigga quiet, mute my maneuvers, but I ride like I got Groupon for Uber. Rhymes hard like they been viewed by Medusa. 9 milli Luger, 17 in the Ruger. Only need a few to sit up in your medulla. Obligata for the regatta, niggas wildin', they win every dollar. They riding by in black Impalas, let the semi holler. The showstopper been the proper since the teeny bopper. But now I'm growing them off Patron, a premium of vodka. I put extensions on the Glock, modify the chopper. The swore heavy, war ready, and that's working mama. No marijuana, say I got the loudest silence on it. When I'm up on it, ain't no rapper do it like I do it. A lot of spitters and writers, but when they heat's on, none of them can get to the fire. till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me. I be one West to the death till they bury me. I'm one West till they bury me.
Don't have messed up, no. Bad news, fit to beat your home, nigga. Yeah. Go on, get on that ass real quick one time. 144, baby.
They said you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole car. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course, get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Wait up, let me make a call right quick, I'ma start another war. I was hurting when she left, but I don't care about anymore. I need a Vaselina like my Nina Puffer bar. Took a Zoc, watch the dark. Matter of fact, like a dart. Any problem, let them come. We gon' snatch they soul like Shang Tsung. Put them out of service, keep them tools like Miss Hopper free. Try to hold me, it's way too late. I'm headed straight to the safe. Throw that one up like a trophy. I'm that nigga, ain't no debate. Told them boys we taking over. Call them up like set the date. This shit a piece of cake. Yeah, my bitches came from Whole Foods. Told them put on that top 3. Then bring me my house shoes. Don't make excuses, make moves. These niggas ungrateful, gotta show them UPK rules. I make hits like I can't lose. They said you get on, you gon' represent. I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that business like a horse. She about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, me whole guard. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You even low on this Lord, so that bitch is either or. Yeah, I know them niggas ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our core. Yeah, I just got off the call, I'ma start another war. Spit a plate up with my niggas, get your knife and your fork. They ain't locked in with the count, and when you speaking to me far. Yeah, I just took the floor, ain't no cowards in my campaign. They can't stop the campaign, tell them bring the champagne. They know I'm a champion, they can see the outcome. Get them niggas bad, got them tied down and out there. Can't do with them steppers, niggas been down since day one. We run up the bands, bitch like Dylan. They say you get on, you gon' represent, I said of course. Soon as they crank that beat, I ride that bitch just like a horse. Yeah, about to go dumb, yeah, bitch, we whole cart. You ain't know they call me Obi-Wan, I come with the force. You gon' ride, yeah, of course. Get it lit up like a torch. You either low or this low, so that bitch is either or. I told you niggas, you ain't cut like that, I swear I'm to our car. And I just made the call, we gon' start another war. Yeah.
All right, clap it up. Hey, Shalom Israel with the Isupk, started out at 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. I'm Precinct Officer of 500 Lakam Yala, and this is your Friday night Hebrew class, or Lashawan Kwadash class. Tonight, we got a few things we're going to go over. First, we're going to start out with the alphabet. As we start out every week, we got the characters in the ancient Paleo Hebrew, and then after the ancient, we're going to go over the Assyrian. So let's go ahead and get that. You got the first character is your A. After your A, you have your Ba. It's a lot here. You have your Ga. After your Ga, you have your Da. After the da, you have your ha. And if anybody have any questions, you can go ahead and type them in the chat. After your ha, you have your wa. That's the wa right there. After your wa, you have the za. Then you have your ka. After that, you have your ta. After your ta, you have your ya. After your ya, you have your ka. After your ka, you have your la. After your la, you have your ma. La here. After your ma, you have your na. After your na, you have your sa. After your sa, you have your I. After your I, you have the pa. After the pa, you have the taza. Then you have your kwa. After your kwa, you have your ra. After the ra, you have your sha. And then you have your tha. It's the alphabet in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Give a minute for you to write that down. Again, if you have any questions on anything, you can go ahead and type it in the chat. All right, let's go ahead and get the Assyrian. We'll start with the Ah. Slide. That's too small. Is it 12? That one too small. Is it 12? It's kind of small. Right there. I'm gonna rewrite that. Slide. I'm gonna go ahead and rewrite it. After the Ah, you have your Ba. After the Ba, you have your Ga. After the Ga, you have your Da. It's a lot here. After the Da, you have your Ha. After the Ha is the Wa. After the Wa, you have your Za. After the Za, it's the Ka. Slide, let me write that better. Yeah, Ka. After your Ka, you have your Ta. You have your Ta. After your Ta, you have your Ya. After the ya, you have your ka. Slide. Give me 1 second.
I think I got on the speed. Oh, you on the man? You lying?
After your ka, you have the salakia with the ka. Also remember, this is how it would sound at the beginning of a word. This is how you would write it. This is how it would look. If you're reading it at the beginning of a word, if it's in the middle or if it's in the end, you would write it or see it like this. It's like I'm not sure, so that's been there for a minute. Come. After your ka, you have your la. Salakia. It's the ancient. This is how you're writing in Syria. Let me know if you can see it. After your la, you have your ma. And this is how it would be shown at the beginning of a word as well. If it's in the middle or the end, this is how it would be seen or written. After the ma, it's a na. And that's at the beginning, and then at the end, it would be seen.
You like doing it the hard way around here.
And then after the na, you have the sa. After the sa, you have your I.
They're gonna move their rank over.
After the I, you have your pa. Let me rewrite that. And this with the pod, this is how you would write it, or this is how it would look if it's at the beginning of a word. If it's in the middle or the end, it'd be like this. Next, you have your taza. And that's how I look if it's at the beginning of a word. If it's in the middle or the end, it'll look like this. After your taza, you have your kwa. After the kwa, you have your ra. You have your sha. Then you have your tha. Always remember, whenever the words look similar, you have your ba and your ga look similar. The only difference would be the bottom part of it, which would be the difference in between the ba and the ga. So I would always refer to the ba kind of like a backwards hangman. Understand? Always remember with the da looks similar to the ra. You understand? Which also looks similar to your ka. It's like it to your ya, but the difference is your ya is a lot smaller and it's hanging up at the top. You understand? Versus to your da and your ra, which looks damn near identical, Salakia. But with the ra, you have a little tail up on the end over here on the left side of it. So just you be cautious of those whenever you're reading it. Also, here's some other characters that look similar. You have your ha, your ka, and then you have your tha. You understand the ha? Notice that it's not the line is not connecting over here. And the ha and the tha looks almost identical, except the line is not connecting on that side versus to the tha, is the line is actually connecting over here. Now, when you look at the ka, the line, both lines are connecting, and there's a tail on each side. You understand? It's coming across on each side. Now, here's another character similarity. You have your ka, and then you have your na. You understand? With the ka, whenever you're writing it or when you're reading it, if it's at the beginning, it's gonna come out a lot bigger than it would if it's a na. A na is gonna come out on the back end a lot smaller. You understand? So always be cautious of that as well. I'm gonna give you a minute to write that down. All right. Next, we're going to go over the 12 tribes of Israel. Let me do this. Over the 12 tribes of Israel. We'll start out with the first. The first one is Judah. Or the Negroes. In the Hebrew, it's pronounced Yahawada. So Yahawah. Yahawada. Next, we're going to get the tribe of Benjamin. Which is your West Indians. Your West Indies, which would be so-called Jamaicans, so-called Trinidadians. Give me some more. Got your Jamaicans, Trinidadians, Bahamians. Understand those that are in the islands. You understand the West Indies and stuff. Those are your so-called tribe of Benjamin. You understand? And the Hebrew is pronounced Bunyamyan. Bunyamyan. So So, Bun, Yum, Yun. Next, you got the tribe of Levi, which before Christ would be your priestly tribe. All of your priests came out of the tribe of Levi before our King Yahushua came. And these are today would be your so-called Haitians. And in the Hebrew, pronounced Loya. And this is your southern kingdom. Understand? This would be your southern kingdom, Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. Let's get some more space up here. After that, we have the tribe of Simeon. I'm going into the northern kingdom of Israel now. The tribe of Simeon. Which today are your so-called Dominicans. In the Hebrew, it's pronounced Shemayawan. Shemaiwan. Shemaiwan will be a tribe of Simeon or your so-called Dominicans. Next, you have your tribe of Zebulun. It's like if you could keep that scripture where it says, "They shall no more from 2:6." Tribe of Zebulun, which is Guatemala to Panama. And the way to write this in the Hebrew is Zabalawan. I'm gonna write this underneath it. So you have Zabalawan. After that, you have the tribe of Ephraim. Which Ephraim was the head tribe of the northern kingdom, the so-called Puerto Ricans. And the Hebrew is pronounced Aparium. Aparium. All right, give me a minute to write that down. All right, get some more space up here. And then if I'm moving too fast, then just type in the chat. Understand? After the tribe of Ephraim, you have the tribe of Manasseh. Which is your so-called Cubans. And the Hebrew, Manasseh. After that, you have the tribe of Gad. Gad, which is your so-called native Indians or your First Nation brothers and sisters. And in the Hebrew, it's God. Next, you have the tribe of Reuben. It's a lot, dude. Which are your so-called Seminole Indians. I'm tweaking right now. For some reason. So-called Seminole Indians. And then in Hebrew, it's pronounced Ra'awaban. So it's, and I'm gonna write it underneath it. Ra'awaban. So like yeah. Next, you have the tribe of Asher. Which is Argentina to Chile. Argentina to Chile. I'm gonna write on the Hebrew underneath. It's Ashar. If you could also get the scripture where it says, the high priest Caiaphas being under the spirit prophesied not of himself. I'm gonna get that one first. All right. So like it, Asher was not Argentina to Chile. Now Asher was Colombia to Uruguay. Salakia. Naphtali. Naphtali. This is Argentina to Chile. All right. And in the Hebrew, I'm gonna write it underneath. It's for Naphtali, it's Nepathalia. Nepathalia. And then after that, you have your so-called Mexicans, which is the tribe of Isupk. So in the Hebrew, it's pronounced Yashakar. Yashakar. Even though I split it up between the northern and southern kingdom, understand the beauty of what Christ did. Christ, whenever he died, man, like Christ came back and he actually brought the two kingdoms that were split together. He died so he could bring those two kingdoms back as one. It's like you got that first scripture.
Come.
Go ahead and read.
The book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 19.
Sorry, give me the other one with Caiaphas first.
Okay. It's the book of 1 Corinthians. Book of 1 Corinthians, chapter 14, verse 32.
Go ahead.
And the spirits, the author, Salaki, and the spirits of the prophets are subject.
No, not that one. Give me 1 second.
Oh, Salaki, sir. I think I got it right here. No private interpretation.
John 11:51.
God will come. This is the book of John, chapter 11, verse 51.
Mm-hmm.
And this spake he not of himself.
Start at 50.
God will come. John, verse 11, verse 50.
Mm-hmm.
And one of them, named Caiaphas, being the high priest that same year.
This was around the time of our King Yahushua, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. This is around the time of his death. You understand? This is the beauty of what Christ did. You understand? What the Lord used this brother to actually prophesy what he died for. Go ahead and read.
And said unto them,
Mm-hmm.
Ye know nothing at all. Verse 50, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people.
For who?
for the people.
The scriptures say it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people. Go ahead.
And that the whole nation perish not.
The whole nation that is talking about is the nation of Israel. So it's expedient that Christ would die so that the whole nation perish not. Go ahead and read.
Verse 51. And this spake he not of himself, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus should die for that nation.
For what?
For that nation.
For every nation.
For that nation.
For the nation of Israel. That nation that this high priest was a high priest over. You understand? Go ahead and read.
Verse 52. And not for that nation only, but that also he should gather together in one the children of God that were scattered abroad.
The children of God that was scattered abroad was the rest of the 12 tribes of Israel, which was your so-called northern kingdom. You understand? At that time, the northern kingdom had already been taken into captivity. They've already been scattered. So Caiaphas, being a high priest, prophesied that Christ should die for the southern kingdom, which is Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And not only should he die for the southern kingdom, but that he should also die for the northern kingdom. And what this was doing was Christ's death was bringing back together. You understand what Ezekiel saw. You understand when he prophesied that the two sticks should become one again. You understand? So like you got that one as well?
Come. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 37 and verse 19. Say unto them, thus said the Most High God, behold, I will take the stick of Joseph, which is in the hand of Ephraim.
The stick of Joseph is the northern kingdom. You understand? The stick of Joseph, Salaki, the stick of Joseph would be the so-called the tribe of Simeon, the so-called Dominicans, the tribe of Zebulon, which is Guatemala to Panama, the tribe of Ephraim. You understand? The tribe of Manasseh, Gad, Reuben, Asher, Naphtali, and Issachar. This is the stick of Joseph. Go ahead and read.
And the tribes of Israel.
And the tribes of what?
The tribes of Israel.
Go ahead.
His fellows.
Which is when it says the stick of Joseph and his tribe of Israel, his fellows, it's talking about all of the other tribes that's underneath the tribe of Ephraim in the northern kingdom. Go ahead and read.
And will put them with him, even with the stick of Judah.
Even with the stick of who?
Even with the stick of Judah.
Go ahead.
And make them one stick.
And the stick of Judah is the so-called tribes of Judah, Benjamin, and Levi. And the Lord said he was going to make them one stick again. You understand? Which is why Christ came and died, so that he could bring these two houses that were separate and bring them back. Bring these two houses that were separated and bring them back into one house. You understand? Salakia, that's it on that. You can drop that. Let's go ahead and get the other nations. All right, we're going to get the other nations. So there's 18 nations under the sun that the Most High created. You understand? It's 18 of them. Let's start with India. The biblical name of India is Elam. You understand? And you'll write it the way you'll write it in Hebrew. It's Ayalam or Ayalam. The next one is Assyria. Assyria, biblical name is Ashur. And you pronounced it Ashawar. So like it. And this is how you will write it. So you got India, which is their biblical name is Elam. And in the Hebrew, it's pronounced Ayalam. And then you have Assyria, which is Ashur. It's just their biblical name. And in the Hebrew, it would be Ashawar. After that, you have Syria. Which Syria, their biblical name is Aram. Aram. After that, you have the so-called Arabs. Their biblical name is Ishmael. You pronounce that Yashamayala. That's how you would write it. I'm gonna go underneath. So you have Yasha My Allah. Yashamayala. After your Arabs, you have your so-called Chinese. It's their biblical name. It's Moab. Or Mawa Abba. Then you will write it. All right, let's go to the next. After the Chinese, you got your so-called Japanese. And their biblical name is Ammon. Or Imawan. Like, let me write that better. Imawan. After that, you have so-called white men or so-called white people. The Hebrew, it's like their biblical name, Edom or Esau. The Hebrew name would be Adawam. Adawam, which means red and hairy, which means red. And they called him Esau because he came out red and hairy all over, like in hairy garment. And this is how you would write it in Hebrew. Ada. So like it. Let me get some more space. Adawam. After that, you have Israel. And Israel today would be so-called blacks or Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Indians. The biblical name for Israel is Yasher Allah or Yasher Allah. And this is how you would write it. Yasher Allah. After Israel, you have Ethiopia or the Ethiopians. which is Cush. So the Ethiopians, their biblical name is Cush. Or Kawush. Hebrew, you will write it Cush. After Cush, you have Egyptians. Or Egypt, which would be Mizraim. The biblical name of Egyptians is Mizraim. Anytime you see Egyptians or Egypt in the Bible, the biblical name is Mizraim. And it's or also pronounced or Mutazariam. And you will write it, I'm gonna write it underneath. Mutazarium. A minute to get that. All right. Next, we got North Africa. Which would be Put. Supply it. Hebrew, you write it Kuwait. After that, got French. Slovakia. After North Africa, you got South Africa. Which is Canaan. Or Canaan in the Hebrew. You got French. Just Gomer. Or Gamar. We have Russia. Russia, the biblical name is Magog, or Magawag. And the Hebrew is written out Salaga, Magawag. And we got 4 more real quickly we're gonna go over. After Russia, you got Greek. Which the biblical name for Greek is Javan, or Yawan. After Greek, you got German. And the biblical name for German is Ashkenaz. Ashkenaz, or in the Hebrew, you write it out. Ash. Ka. Nah. Slide, yeah. Ashkenaz. After that, you got Spain. The biblical name for Spain is Tarshish. Or Tharashish. You'll write it out. And then last but not least, Italy. The biblical name for Italy is Kittim. Or Katayam. You would write it. Katayam. And there's your 18 nations. All right. This is the Isupk, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York. This is your Chicago Hebrew class. Next week, stay tuned. We're gonna pick back up on the tribes of Edom And then we also gonna pick back up on Genesis chapter 1, picking back up at verse 4. Understand? With that, shalom.